Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis. With me today is Jiunn and John McTavish. How you guys doing tonight?
Not bad.
Excited to be talking about one of my favorite brands.
Speaking of that, we are talking about the Joya de Nicaragua Cinco Decadas Fundador. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6-inch by 54. Comes out of the Joya factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper, binder, filler, all undisclosed. Price point is $20, and the cigar was released in July of 2019. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Another Vitola, Cinco Decadas, another winner, quite frankly. So this is a good cigar. I mean, this is, I said in my review notes that overall, regardless of what size you choose, I think there's only 3 sizes out, right?
Yeah.
They're all good. I felt like this was a cigar just like the other ones in which it gave more of like it's pretty well balanced, right? I think about all the things that kind of played into the cigar. I think about how it had good sweetness, it had good creaminess, it had like really good surrounding like spice and minerality. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's funny. I was writing the review notes for this. I was like, "Fuck, man! Like, what?" I sound like a douchebag, but I taste sweet potatoes in this cigar. So I of course wrote it down, and I went back to like my other review, and I think on the other ones, at least one of the other ones, I said the exact same thing. So if you like sweet potatoes, I think you really like this cigar.
There you go. All right, John, what were your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. This is a good cigar, and it is nice to be smoking a consistently good cigar all the way through that still has some transitions, but the flavor profile is just so well balanced and delivers just some, it's one of those perfect examples of where the cigar doesn't have to be ball strong to deliver lots and lots of flavor. And to me, that's what this cigar does. Like the flavor profile of it is just phenomenal. Lots of chocolatiness, lots of bread, lots of citrus components. And I was in like, I smoked it all the way through and I was ready to smoke another one by the end. So, like it was a great experience. One thing I will mention is that I feel like this, and it could just be me thinking the blend has changed, but I feel like between the original release and this release, something has changed in the blend. That is, there's a component that's missing. I don't know what that component is, but there is a depth that I was getting in the original that I'm not getting here, which is to say it was still a good cigar, but not quite the same as the original release. Aaron?
All right, so I had what I would call a bum stick in regards to construction. So
Oh.
the cigar went out 3 times in the first half. Each time I did a relight, there was a fairly deep tunnel, and the draw was pretty loose for the first half of the cigar. So something was going on through that first half that really just kind of made this a bummer to smoke. I didn't want to do one of those things where I kind of like, all right, I'm going to toss this review. I'm going to go light up another one that has good construction, and we'll report on the good. Since all 4 of us were on this review, I figured I'll take one for the team so that I can show that maybe where there may be a consistency issue that maybe pops up here. But flavor-wise, the cigar I felt was pretty good flavor-wise in the first third before the relights started to kind of take their toll, but then it was kind of average through the rest of the way. Knowing the previous 2 Vitolas that we've reviewed and your guys' experience with this, I think all of that is true, that this is a very good cigar. I think just that, there are times where you hit that a bad constructed one and you're just not going to have that experience. So I would say take my review with a grain of salt in this one and take everybody else's review as maybe what you'll expect, and that would be the better way to go. So getting into the scores, start at the top. John and June, you both gave it a 707. Seth, who was also on this review but couldn't join us, he gave it a 6.92, and then my review was a 5.40. So June, 707.
7.7's absolutely solid. Just like all the other 2 Vitolas. I think so. Some might wonder, since I said all 3 Vitolas are good, and you're not going to miss out on, if you're not going to make a wrong choice with either of the Vitolas, neither of the 3. Maybe talk about how I felt about how this ranks against the other Vitolas. I still thought that the Diademus one that they did, I think it was more like a sharper tapered Diademus, if I remember that size right. I still like that one the most, just because the ratio really does play a part within the actual flavor experience. You know, and maybe what John originally earlier said about kind of the original release of this stuff was better than, you know, the latter release in the second and subsequent batches. But again, really good cigar. I'm happy to smoke more of these.
All right, John, you're 707.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going to do the same thing. I was going to rank them. So I think this is definitely my number 2, and I think it's a rock solid number 2. I think that El General, which I think the other size we smoked, I don't remember even what score I gave it, but to me that's a distant third, which is it's still in the good category. But I think the difference between the El General and this one is this one was just way better balanced throughout the various thirds, and yeah, I would more than happy to smoke another one of these again, because to me this was one of the shining beacons of hope and light of the cigars that came out this year.
Yeah, my 5.4 matches exactly with my experience. It was a slightly above flavor, average flavor profile. Pretty poor construction. I mean, the burn and draw just were not good in this cigar, so that's the way it matched up for me. But I do like this blend in the other Vitolas. It was just a shame that I didn't get to have the same experience that you guys did with this one. So
yeah, you're definitely gonna have to smoke another one.
Yeah. So any other final thoughts from you guys on this one?
Hoya, you're the Hoya.
I was kind of worried with the concept. I mean, it was interesting, but when I heard they were coming out with different sizes, I was like, like other companies have done that in the past, and subsequent releases have been a shadow of their former selves. So I was kind of hesitant to review this. I was like, I really hope this isn't that circumstance, and to me it's not. And so I think I'm left with, I can't wait to see what the size is in 2020, provided whenever that comes out. I'll be excited to smoke that and compare and see, of the 4, can someone unseat the Diademus as the reigning champion?
All right.
Yeah, this should have been maybe called the 51st anniversary.
Right?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. As well as check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels. You can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Cinco Decadas!